Hi, women helping women entrepreneurs. So glad to be with you this evening, this morning, this afternoon. If you're watching live, I would love if you comment below. I'd love to know where you're from and just be able to meet you. Hi, Christina. I just want to thank Christina for the opportunity to be part of the member Standout Online program and be able to broadcast live to you as part of the group. So I want to let you know that I would love it if you'd put in some questions. I'd like to answer them at the end. Today we're going to be talking about cracking the business networking code, the power of working together, and I'm happy to send you notes. If you just comment me below, I'll private message them to you and send you all the notes from the call. So networking, oh my gosh. So I have been in networking now for 12 years as a business. My name is Terilee Harrison, and I'm coming to you live today from Singapore. I don't know if you even know where Singapore is. I had come here 2 years ago from the US, and to be honest, at first when my husband said, hey, I have this opportunity, I had no idea where Singapore was, but I'm in Southeast Asia, and if you're familiar, some of you may know Malaysia, Indonesia. We're a little bitty island that's right south of Malaysia, and we're 1 degree from the equator, and it's wonderful being here. So when I come to this group, I think it's an amazing group, but even with networking experience, I feel just a bit daunted of where would I start to meet people. And I wanted to chat with you a little bit about that today and share with you some of the concepts that we teach at my company, the Team Referral Network. These concepts can transfer whether we're doing virtual networking like we are in this moment, or they can transfer in our face-to-face networking in our towns and cities where we live around the world. So let's get started. So we teach a concept called Power Partners. They're the people that you want to connect with in your business. They're the people that it's easiest for you. That's easiest for you to dive in and get to know who they are, what they do, and be able to refer them. And the whole basis of it is because they're the people that you share clients with, and it's not competition. So who could be a good power partner? Let's start with some obvious ones that you may know of from your networking. So sometimes it's the people that you can't live with. You have to have them to do a transaction. So how about the realtor and the mortgage lender? How about the financial service person and the CPA? How about a wonderful skincare person and a hairstylist, right? They're both in the business of helping primarily women look more beautiful, right? Let's think about how about for business? It could be someone in a networking business like me. I help people market their business. It could be that I network with other people who help people market their business. So digital marketers, promotional products, website people, all the people that are helping grow their business through marketing. It can also be, I just want to make sure that I share this because it's super important. Sometimes who you might think can be a companion. Have you ever met someone networking and thought, but the truth is you never know if there's a niche that you love to do that they just, they don't do. And that while it looks on the outside like they might be competition for you and maybe you shouldn't talk to them, you never know when there's the opportunity to be able to just dive in and build a relationship and be able to refer business back and forth. It can be amazing. So never discount having a chat with who you think is a competitor, because they might be your greatest networking companion. So when it comes to power partners, I want you to make a note of this, and it's you want to practice the 80-20 rule. What is the 80-20 rule? Well, when it comes to this, like I said, at first when I come in this group, I might think it's daunting. How in the world would I start to meet people and build relationships? But I want to spend 80% of my time networking with the people who are my power partners. You can network and build relationships with other people that you meet and find interesting, or people just in your geographic area, but building those relationships is what will really move the needle in your business. So I want you to start to think about who are they, just making a list of who they are. So if you had homework today, which will be in the handout, part of it would be make a list very top categories that you would love to refer to, people that you would love to have in your quiver. I clients have a need for what you do, and I'd like to build a relationship with you to be able to refer them in the future. So you're going to make a list. That's part of your homework. Okay, so where do you find them? Well, online, there's a couple ways. Number one, I would ask for connections, recommendations. I'm looking to meet someone who does this. Now, I know in this amazing group, if we do that, we might get a whole string of people, but that, you know what? Not everyone is going to be an amazing power partner for you for years. There could be people who are. So it is important that you take the time. It's almost like dating, if you will, when you go to build a relationship with a power partner. So for some of us, it's been a little while since I've had a first date. Some of you watching could have had a first date last night. I don't know. But just think back to a first date. You want to find out if they're interested in chatting with you about the possibility of building a referral relationship. Get to know them. Make sure you're on the same page. Intimidating sometimes. I think if you are newer to business and you are approaching a power partner who's been in business 30 years, you want to have a what's in it for me for the power partner. And it can be amazing, and some of the most rewarding, fun relationships I've had in business and friendship in my life have been my power partners who we were working on growing and rising together. It made it more fun on the journey. And we were able to refer business, and we just had great collaboration and a lot of fun and support and encouragement along the way. So as you're making your list of categories of people that you would love to build relationships and refer to, think about the what's in it for them. Is it someone that you could grow alongside? If you're brand new in business, that person who's been in business 30 years in your city, or that you meet here online, may not have an interest in referring with you back and forth, but you never know, so you should always ask. So you can find them by asking for recommendations. You can find them out networking. You can find them in this group. Hey, I'm looking to meet this person. If you network at all and you go out to a live event, I want to encourage you, when you get to the event, one of my top tips would be to walk in the room, and as you go to check in, ask the person checking in, say, hey, I'm looking to meet a CPA tonight. Do you know if there's any here? And if they say no, you can say, hey, that's great. Thanks for that information. If one happens to come in, would you let them know I'd like to meet them? That way you can just sift through the crowd. You can also ask the people that you meet that night, it's great to meet you. And by the way, just if you can keep in mind, I'm looking to meet a CPA down the road, would love a connection. Things like that stay with us. The more sticky and specific you are with people when you're out networking, the more they're going to be able to remember you and remember what your needs are. So when you find someone that's interested in developing one of these power partner relationships with you, how do you cultivate the relationship? I think it's by starting with a simple meeting where you explore who you are and what you do and the niches that you have and where you're going in your business and how you can help each other. And at Team Referral Network, we call that a coaching session. So a coaching session is a collaborative conversation. It is not, I'm going to get together with you and just tell you what I do and never ask about what you do. It is an exploration of your businesses and where you're going, who you serve, who else you like to power partner with. There may be key connections you can make for each other along the way. And coaching sessions are really the secret sauce when it comes to networking. If all we ever do is go out and meet people live and get their business cards and don't really follow up and don't build relationships, if all we ever do here in this amazing group is just comment me, and here's my link, and we're never going to build amazing relationships. It's all in, honestly, grabbing a cup of coffee if you can see someone face to face. It's all about getting on a video call with someone. That's the secret sauce in networking. It's stopping and building the relationship and getting to know them as a person and what their goals are and what their business is. When it comes to your building your network, I want to encourage you a couple things. First, connect with someone new every day. Look to connect with a new power partner every single day. At the end of the year, that can be, if you develop the great habit and allow for holidays and that kind of thing, that could be, imagine, 350 awesome key connections for your business. And then to follow it up, follow through on the secret sauce and have a coaching session. If you meet people once a week, select one of those people that you really would love to dive in and get to know them better, and ask them for a coaching session to explore how you might be able to help each other further. What do you think of that idea? I think it can be amazing. The biggest thing about these relationships are, if you think about the great relationships that you have in your life, and we talked about it's like dating, if you will. You're going to feel out how you feel about this person, what you think of what they're doing, if you think it's a good fit, to decide if you want to commit further and go on a second date, or just even explore the possibility of helping each other. From there, you decide if you further commit, like, do I want to really refer my clients to this person? What could I do with this person to help them grow their business? Could we co-host a seminar? Could I invite them to be on my podcast? Could we do a webinar together? Could I take a day of the week and introduce them to some of my clients? Explore what you would like to do as you further your relationship. The thing about power partners is, if you have the right 5 to 10 in your back pocket that you're the one they refer to, that they refer their clients to, it makes you don't have to worry about leads. You don't have to worry about filling your pipeline. You have amazing relationships where you're referring back and forth, and it can be rewarding, fun, and very meaningful to your life as you go to help the people that you want to impact in the world, and you're able to refer them to people that you know, like, and trust. So while it takes some time, networking and relationship marketing and building power part relationships is not a get-rich-quick scheme, ladies. It is not. But it can be one of the most rewarding things that you do in your business, and over time can be quite effective. So some steps that I would encourage you to take when it comes to evaluating your networking. Maybe you've never thought about power partners. I know there's a lot of ladies in here that are new in business, and this concept may have not even come up with them. There are people here listening that it's all you do is work to build these relationships in your business. But who I want you to make a list of any power partners that you currently have that you're working with, and evaluate, when it comes to these power partners, evaluate what you've done together so far, no matter what you've done. Maybe you're referring a ton of business right now, but those are the people that you want to make an appointment with to say, hey, thank you so much for your referrals. I'd love to discuss with you what can we do to level up what we're currently doing. So even if it's the most amazing referral partner you've ever had, it's always a good idea to visit what you can do to level up the relationship. Maybe you have a power partner and you haven't got started referring. Well, this is your chance to have the same conversation. Maybe you are just ready to start making a list of power partners and reach out to them. But what I want you to do is start with the people you already have a relationship. Visit that relationship first and see what you can do to level up. Investigate with them, evaluate what more can you do with them. Maybe you have never invited them. Maybe you could do a client appreciation event and invite them as a guest. I don't know. The sky's the limit to what you can do, but really investigate what more can you do, what more can you give. I think when it comes to networking and referrals, I think that we could all, and I say this wholeheartedly, and I say this with myself in mind too, I think we could all do better. I think we could all give more. I do. I think we can. And we can all take everyone's causes more seriously, everyone's dreams and businesses more seriously. We don't want to take this lightly. Our businesses mean a lot to us, and whether it's we love what we do and impacting others, maybe we're building a legacy for our family, but I believe that we can all do more and better. So look at your relationships and say, much more can I give to these people, and be sincere in sharing with them your why also, so that they understand, so they can be giving back more to you too. And then make a list. This is part of homework. What other professions do I want to connect with? Maybe you already have 3 key people that you are connecting with and doing super well in your referrals and relationships. Maybe there's some professional categories you would love to have to be able to refer your clients to. That's when you want to come in this group and say, hey, I'm looking to meet this person. I'm looking to meet that person. That's when you're out doing face-to-face networking, when you want to ask for that specific introduction. And then I want to ask you, when it comes to this list of who your current power partners are and what you're going to do to level up the relationship, what more can you do with them, and what other categories that you would like to reach out to, I just want you to ask yourself, what steps can you take to start today? Sherry, you're right. Welcome. Power partners are awesome, and they are the best. So I want to invite you. I didn't want to have this be a super long training. I just wanted to wet your whistle, if you will. But I want to invite you, if you would like a handout and be able to dive into this power partner concept a little more, please comment me below. I'm happy to send it to you. I'd like to do a shout out and just invite you. My company, Team Referral Network, has been doing face-to-face networking primarily in domestic United States for many years now, and we are now launching virtual referral chapters where we meet weekly and we focus on growing our business through referrals. And if you would be interested in getting a link to an invite to visit a meeting, private message me, comment below, invite. I'd love to send you that as well. And so I'm looking, I don't see any questions. Just thank you for the opportunity, again, Christina, to come and share a little bit about this concept. I believe that when we work together, that we do achieve more. I believe we're stronger together, and I believe along the journey that it can be much more rewarding. So I want to thank everyone that has watched through to the end for their time, and just wish you all much success and look forward to seeing you again soon.